February the 28th. Today is the anniversary of my father's birth. If he was still living, he would be 103 years old today. He's been gone about 20 years. Born in the Rio Grande Valley. His first name is Donald, went by Don. His middle name was his mother's maiden name. I remember visiting his sister, Janice, in Kansas, and Dad was the oldest of three, Don, Janice, and Patsy. And Janice had her high school senior annual, Harlingen High School, Rio Grande Valley. And she said my dad's picture was in the annual, and I said, no way, it can't be in the annual. She said, sure it was. And sure enough, she was right. I couldn't figure it out. And then I was reminded that he dropped out of high school to enlist in the Army during World War II. He was a patriot and came back and graduated high school at the age of 20 years. After he and Mom got married, he enlisted in the Air Force and was deployed to Kimpo, Korea. What a life of service to his country. Served in two different branches, Army and Air Force, during two active war times, World War II and Korea. He moved our family to San Antonio, Texas. He had a job with Gulf Oil. He was a retail marketer. And I remember he worked really hard to keep our family in San Antonio. The company had a kind of a practice of moving guys around in retail marketing. And he said, well, I've got it figured out. You could move two guys instead of three. And our family stayed in San Antonio. It was one of the most jubilant days I ever saw of my dad's experience. He was excited when we can stay in San Antonio. Why? We had good friends. We had really good schools, a good church. It was just great. It was a great life. And what a blessing to be able to be in the same town, same house, and just live there and grow up. Same church, same friends. It was an awesome, awesome thing. Dad loved to have fun. He loved to tell a joke, loved to be the life of the party, and many, many times he was. My mother's grandmother's name was kind of her nickname. Her name is Coda. Her name was Coda. She went by Coco, and so she was always Coco to our grandkids, her 5 grandkids. And my dad was always Granddon. It was always Granddon and Coco. So on the anniversary of his birth, I'm thinking of a good man, a wonderful dad, giving my sister Drew a shout out, and just remembering Dad on today and grateful for him, he and Mom both. Wonderful folks. Hope you've had a wonderful day. God bless you. Have a good evening.